Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. Today I'll be showing you how to make this spiral keychain. So first we're going to start by taping our keychain clasp down to our table. I usually put 2 pieces of tape in the shape of an X. I just find that this holds the clasp in place the best. Once our clasp is all nice and secure, we can go ahead and start attaching our cord. So in your kit you should have 2 long strands of cord and 1 shorter strand. You're going to take one of your longer strands and fold it over, and you're going to want one side shorter than the other. The shorter side should be on the inside, and this will be the length that you want your keychain to be essentially, and the outer side will be what we're using to knot, so you want it to be longer as you will lose some length as you knot. So we're going to attach it using a lark's head knot. You do that by putting the folded round part through the keychain clasp and then feeding the loose ends through that loop. It might be easier if you just watch here. So you're going to want to line up the 2 middle strands, the shorter sides, to be even, and once both sides are attached, then we can start knotting. So you should be left with 4 strands like this, with the middle ones being shorter and the outer ones being longer. And then we're going to start with our half square knot, which is the knot that we will be using the whole time. So you're going to start with the left cord and make a number 4 over top of the middle 2 cords, and then pull that right cord over top of the left cord, and then you're going to wrap it around the back of all the cords and through that initial loop you made. Again, this might be something that's easier to watch a few times and then try yourself. So when we're tightening, you're just going to hold the middle cords tight and then kind of shimmy your 2 outer ones up to tighten the knot. Give it a nice tug to keep it pretty tight. And then we're just going to repeat this over and over again with the left strand making a 4, the right strand coming over top, around the back, and then through that loop. And as you go, you'll notice that your cord starts to spiral. This is the whole point of the design, so don't worry about it. We're just going to let the cord spiral as we go. So after this knot here, you'll notice that my cord wants to flip, and I will show you what happens in this case. So mine's ready to spiral, so I kind of just swap the left cord around and pull the right cord to the left cord to the right, and then I just continue knotting the same way with the cord that's now on the left as my starting cord. Okay, so from here you're just going to continue doing your half square knots, and each time your cord wants to flip, you just let them flip and you continue using whatever cord ends up on the left as your first cord when doing your knots. And you're just going to continue to do this until you get the desired length, or until your outer cords are about even length with your middle cords. Okay, so once you're done with your half square knots, you should be left with some excess at the bottom like so. And to finish our keychain off, we're going to use what is called a gathering knot. So using that last piece of cord from your kit, you're going to form a U over top of your strands with one side shorter and one side longer. I make my left side the shorter side and my right side the longer side. And using my thumb, I'm just going to hold the bottom of the U in place and begin wrapping my longer side around all of my cords. I keep using my thumbs to hold that in place, and I'm just going to wrap downwards, making sure that I leave the left strand sticking out of the top and the bottom of the U sticking out from the bottom. So you're going to continue to wrap. I wrap mine about 5 or 6 times. Make sure you're giving a bit of a pull each time you wrap to keep it nice and secure. When you're done wrapping, you're going to take the excess from that cord that you're using to wrap, and you're going to stick it through the bottom of the U that we left sticking out. So from the top, that strand just gets fed through that loop. You're going to pull it down, And then you're going to tug up on that strand that we left sticking out from the top, and it's going to hide the rest of that cord underneath the wrapping that we just did. Pull on both strands and just tighten that up, and then you can trim the excess off the top. Just trim as close to the wrapping as possible, and then you can trim your bottom strands to your desired length and brush them out using a regular hair comb. And there you have it, your spiral keychain all finished. I hope the tutorial was easy enough to follow and that you enjoyed the creative process and you love how your keychain turned out. Thank you for joining me.